We're doing challenge B, Win Visible, and it took us a while to figure out like what we wanted to do with it. So we wanted to be creative and not do something like on Earth or something you wouldn't think about. So we kind of narrowed it down to outer space or underwater. So we chose outer space, and us being the great procrastinators that we are, pretty much procrastinated the whole thing for a while. But once we got down to it, we got this really cool skit about aliens and Earth is like dying, and it was really cool and fun.
It's our first year here at Globals, and we're pretty much one of the first Green Bay teams to come here. So it's been really fun just being here and living in the dorms for a week. And we've gotten to like meet our buddy team and stuff. So it's been a lot of fun.
One thing that I learned is when we were like doing the challenges, I researched some things and then we would integrate them into our skit, and then when I would go back into class, I know we started doing wind in science, and so a lot of the things we talked about I kind of already knew, and it was kind of exciting to think that I figured it out by myself without my teacher actually telling me.
I've learned in DI, like especially at Tennessee, I've learned a lot about Korea and stuff, and they showed us some of their dances and songs and yes, Gangnam Style. And then, and we've researched a little bit on like how to say hello and stuff. And we've talked to them a little bit about, it was really cool.
DI kind of helped me come out of my shell a little and made me be louder. And it made me realize I could do some things that I thought I couldn't do before.
DI has kind of brought out like the important parts, like my strengths. So it really helps me figure out like what I can do and like how I could get to college and like what kinds of things I could do there. And it really just helps me like focus and be creative and think of things that like nobody else can think of.
Well, DI has helped me like because I'm like kind of shy, so it kind of helped me talk to more people and not be so shy.
Through the years together as the team, they have learned their roles, and it's fantastic to watch them grow in their roles. They have developed tremendously. They are in sync at times. At times they know when to pick on each other, but that's all part of the development, and it's fantastic and fascinating to watch them.
It is fun to watch them develop. See, you almost start projecting who you think can excel at different things. So, you see who's the real actor in the bunch, you see who's the one that's going to try and build things more and let them grow with those talents.
Well, I had the great pleasure of being the third grade teacher of all of these students. So I've watched them since they were about 8 years old. And what I've seen is kids develop their strengths, really find out who they are as people. They came through the dual language program in a school that's about 70% Hispanic. So not only did they develop second language skills, but through this they learned creativity and problem solving that I think is going to take them and cause them to be career, college, and community-ready students.
Where we're from, like in our school especially, not a lot of kids know even what DI is, and they aren't really in it. So being able to tell them, oh, I'm in DI, and they're just like, what is that? And then coming here and everyone knows what DI is, and that you can like talk to them about it and they understand like what you're doing and like how you did it.
These students come out of an elementary school, which in Wisconsin is called a focus school, which means they've had prevailing low test scores. So by normal measures, it looks like a school that's underperforming. This is a whole different way of teaching. This is a whole different way of presenting information. So not only did the kids do their own research, they've been able to take the skills they have, not just test taking, but being able to show what they know in a whole different way.
DI it teaches you how to think on the spot. Like, my employer isn't going to care if I know the square root of 16. It's going to care if I can solve their problem and if I can do their business. So it kind of teaches me life skills that I'm going to use for the rest of my life, not just for 8th grade math class.
I happen to be kind of a unique teacher. I own a small business, so I also hire people, and I know that these creative problem-solving skills are really what's going to take them into the 21st century. They're technologically savvy. They're kids who come upon a problem and don't shut down. They think, I got to think of a new way to do this, and I do believe that's what employers are going to be looking for in the future.